In the heart of the California desert, nestled far from the bustling hubs of civilization, lay the remnants of Eagle Mountain. Eagle Mountain was once a thriving community that met its demise in the early 1980s. The former community has more than 400 dilapidated structures scattered over 10,000 acres, including a deserted mine, and has been on the market since the early 80s. After sitting abandoned for over 40 years, a mysterious buyer recently purchased the land for a staggering sum of $22.5 million. One cannot help but wonder, what are their plans for this once thriving community? Eagle Mountain's history began with the discovery of iron ore deposits in the area during the mid-20th century. Kaiser Steel Corporation recognized the economic potential of these iron ore reserves and established a mining operation in the early 1940s. During its boom years, Eagle Mountain thrived with a growing population, a school, stores, housing for the workers, and other amenities necessary to sustain the mining community. Eagle Mountain grew to a peak population of over 4,000 inhabitants. To provide a living space for the Kaiser workforce, Eagle Mountain offered 200 trailer spaces, several boarding houses, as well as dormitories. For decades, the Eagle Mountain mine was a major contributor to the U.S. steel industry. However, market conditions, environmental concerns, and shifts in the global economy began to impact the demand for iron ore coming from the U.S., including Eagle Mountain Mine. These factors, coupled with increased competition and changing technologies, led to a decline in production that led in turn to financial difficulties for the Kaiser Steel Corporation as a whole. Eagle Mountain Mine was eventually closed in the 1980s, and with the closure of the mine, the town of Eagle Mountain faced a gradual decline as well. Many of the structures in the town were removed over the years, and the once thriving community quickly transformed into a ghost town. The only building within town limits still active today is a school that operates for a few residents of a town 10 miles away, and an airstrip which we were told was used by the current owners to reach the town. Following the closure, there have been discussions and efforts to address the environmental impact of the mining operation and to ensure the proper reclamation of the site. The legacy of mining activity and its environmental implications remain part of Eagle Mountain's history and ongoing conversation. Several movies have also been filmed within the town limits. Security is very tight at Eagle Mountain. We were approached by the security as we launched a drone even though we were over a mile from the town entrance. SEC filings show that the site known as Eagle Mountain was bought by Ecology Mountain Holdings LLC on April 17, 2023 for approximately $22.5 million. Not much information can be found for Ecology Mountain Holdings, but we know the company is based out of Cerritos, California, and that the address is also home to a shipping company called Ecology Transportation Services. The future of Eagle Mountain remains uncertain. It is a definite possibility that the remaining structures will soon be completely demolished, or the town could remain in its current abandoned state for years to come. What do you think this new buyer will do with Eagle Mountain?